Welcome to a Management Plus training webinar. My name is Kevin Sloan. I'm a certified electronic health record specialist and certified ophthalmic technician. Management Plus is an industry leader in EHR, and we want to provide you with the documentation tools and the skills to use these tools proficiently. Today's training webinar is titled the EHR Form Tree or Navigation Tree. Let's get started. You can see that I have Bob Hope pulled up as a patient, and on the left hand side in this section over here is a tall vertical portion of EHR. This is what we're referring to as the EHR form tree or navigation tree. It has the lists of all of the forms within this template arrangement. The top, you'll see there's actually just a heading. It says exam. If you click on this, you'll get just basically a blank page because it is not an EHR form. CC and HPI is an actual EHR form. The same as Tech Workup. You can see Physician Desktop and Physician Wrap-Up. They are also EHR forms. They're indented a little bit. They're considered a child form of this. You do not necessarily have to have it set up this way. It is just set up this way by default, but it's just one of the techniques that we use in setting this up. So whenever you want to navigate to a specific form, all you have to do is just click on the name of the form and it will take you to it. The very first time a form is loaded or actually visited or viewed, when the visit is or when the record is open, it will take the longest to load. So if I go back to this form, it's pretty quick. If I go back to this form here, it's fairly quick because they have been loaded once already. The first form, which is the CC and HPI, actually loads twice. So on this form here, it's best to try to avoid having large numbers of synopsis grids or drawing tools or word merges, since those are heavy hitters on performance. It would have to load twice, so it would take twice as long to load. This one's set up pretty good on this Chief Complaint and HPI form where there isn't any of those on there. You just have this one problem list grid, so it's pretty good setup, allows it to get loaded faster. The Physician Desktop has quite a few drawings. There's actually 4 of those on there. There's 2 word merges on that, so it will take a little bit of time. Actually, there's 5 drawings. A little bit of time in loading that the first time around. If you leave the form and then come back, it loads much faster. So bear that in mind. So essentially, when navigating to different forms, you just click on the name of the form and you will navigate to that. If your preference is to not have headings as part of this form tree, it's not a problem. Your EHR specialist or myself can remove those for you if it's so desired. Toward the bottom, you'll see the attachments header and the list of some attachment types. These are not EHR forms. These are just default attachment types that have been set up. These can be modified, removed, and added to. Your EHR specialist can do that for you. So if you click on this, it will take you to an attachment section that is specific to a filter type just for A scans, and this is just for fundus photos. So you can see here down at the bottom, there's a filter applied. If you click on the attachment heading, you'll see that there are no filters in here at all. So that's really what these are. Again, they're not EHR forms. These are specific filters for your attachments. If you had an attachment on this visit with a specific type assigned to that, either via your interface automatically or manually when you import into this record, it will display a number next to this. So let's demonstrate that. I'm just going to copy into this just a particular, just a picture of some test results. So we'll just call this a fundus photo, So if I type in the letter F and press tab, you can see that there's a number 1 next to that. So it allows you to easily identify how many files are attached to this record that have that specific attachment type. So you can go here and you can actually see the same thing. If you click on ASCAN, you won't, because it's not part of that. Where here under the main attachment heading, you will see all of the attachments, whether or not they have an attachment type assigned or not. But here under the filter, you'll be able to see exactly how many files without even having to navigate there. Okay. So on the form tree itself, there's some features built into this. If you right click on any of these, you'll get these menu options. Import page values. That allows you to import page values from a previous visit. So we'll click on that. So if I wanted to import these values from this record, I just choose that and do OK, and then it will say values have been imported. And if there were values from that date, it would automatically bring those forward. Right-clicking, choosing Import Select Pages allows you to import the values for the entire page for multiple forms. So if you wanted to do this one and this one all at the same time, you choose those, do OK, pick the visit of choice that you want to import from, and do OK, and then it will give you an information message telling you that they have been imported. Right-clicking and choosing Add Page will allow you to generate a dialog window that gives you a portal into all of the EHR forms in this database. So this particular database has additional forms that you could load on. And so if you wanted to load on the Botox form, you would just click that and do OK or open, or you can just double click and it will add that right below this. So whichever form you're on and you add a form, it will add that right below it, and then naturally you can just click on that and you'll be able to get to that form. Right clicking again, choosing delete page will allow you to delete it. So if you're here on this form and you choose delete, it will delete that one there. So let's delete the Botox form. We'll right click, delete page, and it's gone. If, however, you had data on that particular form and you deleted it and then decided later that you really wanted that form back, if you add that form back anywhere along the form tree, all of your data will return back along with that form. It will not come up empty. It will have the data on there that you had entered. Right-clicking and add page security item or delete page security item will allow you to set that security item so that no one else can view that form unless they have the security privileges to do so. Same way with this, deleting page security item as well. Okay. Enable drag and drop will allow you to move this form title to another position. So you can drag this and drop it to other places. Let's just choose this here, this past family social history form, and let's see if we can drag it up onto that. Okay, so we have that, and let's see if we can do that. It doesn't appear to be working. Let's see if we can drag and drop this one. Doesn't appear to be working. Sometimes during the recording session of this training webinar, some features are disabled and it will not do that. But under normal circumstances, you'd be able to drag and drop this form to any place that you would want. Why would you want to do that? If you wanted your narrative for that particular form to be in a certain location, if the HTML code lived on that form and it was part of that, and you wanted to have that move to a different location, you could move that form to wherever you wanted and that narrative would display in that place. Okay, that is all of the options available for that, and that completes the training on the form tree or form navigation tree. Thank you very much for your attention.